In June, I published a Roblox game expecting nothing. But to my surprise, it went viral. The game has gathered over 100,000 visits and thousands of daily active users in under 3 weeks. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that I cannot miss. So I have to make the best possible update, and I'll show you the whole process of how I'm going to do it. Many players max out my game in a couple of days and they have nothing to do. So I'm going to add 3 new areas, and to do it, I hopped on a 3D modeling software called Blender and started designing some assets. Why does this tree look like poop? I gotta remake this. I'm done modeling these trees. Now it's time to texture them. I'm done texturing this void/darkened asset pack, and I decided to make these trees brown instead of black, because otherwise the whole area is just going to be very plain and there won't be any bright colors that stand out. Alright, now I can start creating the first area. I started by making the layout and adding a darkened machine. Yup, you heard me right, it's finally coming into the game. I added more rocks, trees, and also hills. So I'm done with this area and it turned out really good. I added these gems and more trees. And yeah, there is a darkened machine, but it doesn't work yet because my scripter still needs to script it. Before I make the next area, I made new textures to easily color the hills and also trees. Once I was done, I started making the layout for the first area. Now it's time to add trees and other cool assets. Alright, I'm also done with this Crimson Forest area. I added extra decorations like these flowers and vines hanging off from the trees and also hills. Back to Blender again, I made 2 new assets that are going to be used in the third area. As usual, I started by adding hills and mountains. Then I added trees, vines, and many more assets. Since I'm done with these areas, I might as well already make the eggs for them. I made a dark egg, a vine egg, and a mushroom egg. I have no words for the next clip, I'm going to show you. Nah, what the f is this? I was just trying to make a crocodile face, and this is the end result. Yeah, this is the exact reason on why I don't show the process of me making pets. Anyways, I configured each pet by adding primary parts to them. I also made icons for every single pet. I'm done configuring all of the pets and also eggs, so if I go ahead and open this dark egg, I got nothing because I forgot to add the pet models into replicated storage. All I gotta do is just move it from workspace to replicated storage, and now it should work. Let me go ahead and open one more egg just to make sure that everything works. Then I hopped back on Blender and designed a new exclusive egg. It'll have 4 exclusive pets: a cartoony cat, cartoony dog, cartoony snake, and a huge cartoony dragon. I still needed to make golden and darkened versions of these exclusive pets. my scripter has been working on 2 new game passes, and one of them is a hatch faster game pass. With it, you'll be able to hatch pets at insane speed. And the other one is a way to get your darkened pets 2 times faster from the dark machine. I still need to make UI for both of these game passes, so let me do that. I have a nice template already made for the game pass icons. I just needed to change the icon and the colors. I decided 30 areas aren't going to be enough, so I hopped back on Blender and started making more assets. Let me add textures now. Phew, I'm finally done coloring this asset pack, and now it's time to import these assets into Roblox Studio. Hold up, before I import them, I want to show you the pets I made. End Snake, Widow, Cyclops, and an End Dragon. And of course, I also made some eggs. Now it's time to start making the first area. In the back of my mind, we cry. I have no clue why I'm singing again. I believe I had a bad mood that day. Anyways, I finished the first area by adding some rocks. Onto the next one, I added small rocks that acted as islands to recreate the end islands from Minecraft. Alright, I'm done with this area and it looks pretty good. All there was left to do is to make the last area. Alright, I'm finally done making all the end areas, and I also added some cool effects. Let me show you. So when you step in one of these end areas, the wall lighting changes. It becomes dark and really foggy. And yeah, there are also eggs that I clearly forgot to anchor. I can use them as a football right now. I still need to configure all of these eggs and also the new end pets. This means I gotta do the boring stuff of taking screenshots and blah blah blah. I'll stop yapping and actually get to work. I haven't even configured the new pets, so let me do that. I don't know how, but I made an extra pet that I don't even need, and it's the cartoony snake, so let me just get rid of it. I actually needed that snake later. I'm so dumb. Once I was done configuring the pets, I made icons and tested if everything works. Okay, I'm finally done configuring all of the pets and also the Robux egg and the other eggs. And let me see if this actually works. So I'll go ahead and buy 3 cartoony eggs. And I forgot to place pet models. Okay, now it works. And yo, I got the huge! I have no clue on how I hatched this huge, but let me also go to the last area and see if this egg works. So I'll go ahead and open 8. The egg is rotated sideways. I will fix that later, but I got all of these pets. This update is almost done. My scripter is still adding final touches that'll make this update perfect. There is also a new feature that I didn't show you in this video. You'll have to join the game and see it yourself. Anyways, let me know what you think about this update, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, have a great rest of your day, and peace.